All right, we'll start. So hello to everyone who's participating with me today for Mindful Minutes. I'm Carol Lewis, mindfulness teacher and faculty member in the UF Department of Psychiatry. So please mute your microphones if you haven't already done that. Today we're going to do a mindful awareness practice with a mindful poem at the end. Today I'll be reading Self-Observation Without Judgment by Dana Folds. If you already have a mindfulness practice, feel free to let my words fall on you like gentle rain as you engage in your own practice. And so now I invite you to close your eyes gently, if you like. And if you prefer to have your eyes open, find a non-moving point, just a little way out to rest your gaze gently on. I'm going to ring the mindfulness bells 3 times at the beginning and 3 times at the end of our practice. And so here we go. Sitting in a dignified, upright, and comfortable posture as best you can. Bring awareness to the breath, to the in-breath and the out-breath as an anchor for your present moment awareness. You may choose to notice the breath at the nose or the chest or the abdomen or perhaps the whole body. So we're noticing the breath as needed or desired or instructed. Come to that place for the breath focus throughout the practice. And so now when you're ready, take just a moment to bring awareness to the contents of your mind. Noticing whatever thoughts or images you might find in the mind today. Perhaps you find thoughts of the things you were doing earlier in the day. You may find thoughts of things that need to be done later in the day. Perhaps you find thoughts of other times and places. Or maybe there's a focus on sounds in the room or outside of the room. You may also notice physical sensations of some kind or other thoughts or images. Allow yourself to notice whatever thoughts or images you find without growing those thoughts or developing them further, without being swept away by them. Noticing thoughts and then gently letting go of them without judging the thoughts or yourself or struggling with them. leaving the thoughts to be just as they are, without need for them to be different in any way. Gently letting go of them, and perhaps bringing awareness on to another thought or image. You might also notice how you experience thoughts as you become aware of them, which may be as pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Simply noticing. And throughout our practice, as you notice thoughts, if you like, you could think to yourself, thinking, there's thinking, without engaging the thought or being swept away by it. And if during our practice or out in your life and day, you become aware of a thought or an image that is distressing or uncomfortable or even painful in some way, allow awareness of that thought or image on the in-breath and soften into it on the out-breath. This thought is already here. Let me notice it. Perhaps imagining that you're holding that difficult thought gently, but then gently let go of the awareness of that thought without judging it or struggling with it, leaving it to be just as it is, without need for it to be different in any way. And in our practice, bringing awareness back to the breath, the in-breath, and the out-breath, which is always available as an anchor to help us return to present moment awareness. And if you need to, you can also bring awareness to the feet, grounding awareness in the body, or perhaps to the sensations of sitting if that's available. But being aware of thoughts without being swept away by them. And when you find that your mind has wandered during our practice or out in your day and life, it's the nature of the mind to wander. Notice the wandering thoughts just as best you can, bringing awareness to them without being swept away by them, and then gently bringing awareness back to the practice in our practice or to present moment out in your day. Perhaps by bringing awareness to the breath or the body. You may notice the wandering thoughts and bring awareness back to our practice 5 times or 50 times, perhaps 500 times, whatever might be needed. And each time you've noticed the wandering thought, you've actually brought yourself back to present moment awareness. And if you like, during our practice, you can continue slow, deep, and rhythmic breathing without breath holding. And if the exhales are just a little bit longer than the inhales, it will stimulate the soothing part of the nervous system. And so now when you're ready, take just a moment to bring awareness to your physical body as a whole, allowing yourself to notice areas of particular sensation in the body, one at a time. And with each, notice how you experience it, which may be as pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Noticing a sensation, and then gently letting go of the awareness of that sensation and the focus on it, without judging the sensation or yourself, without struggling with it, leaving it to be just how it is, however that may be, without need for it to be different. And if during our practice or out in your day or life, you become aware of a sensation in the body that is unpleasant, perhaps it's unwelcome, or even painful in some way, allow awareness of that sensation on the in-breath and soften into it on the out-breath. This sensation is already here. Let me notice it. Perhaps let me feel it. And then gently let go of the awareness or focus on that sensation without judging it or struggling with it, leaving it to be just as it is without need for it to be different. And in our practice, perhaps bringing awareness on to another particular or noticeable sensation in the body. You might even imagine holding sensations that are unpleasant or difficult gently for just a moment, bringing compassion to the body into that particular sensation, and then gently letting go of the focus on that sensation. And in our practice, we may also scan the body. We'll scan from top of the head to tips of the toes, scanning and just noticing how things are in the body and any sensations you may come upon, noticing them one by one, and then however they are, gently let go of the awareness of those sensations or that sensation, bringing awareness on to a different part of the body. Practicing the body scan or scanning the body can help build our selective attention skills. So in our practice, bringing awareness to the top of the head, and now noticing sensations in the face and the head, bringing awareness to the neck and the shoulders, noticing the arms and hands, and now the torso and hips, bringing awareness through the legs to the feet, coming to the tips of the toes. Just noticing what you find in the body today. And now bringing awareness in particular to the feet, noticing the sensations in the bottoms of the feet, whatever you find today. Now bringing awareness to each and every toe of the right foot, including right big toe and right little toe. And now bringing awareness to each and every toe of the left foot, including left little toe and left big toe. Now bringing awareness to the tops of the feet, and perhaps noticing the sensations of your feet coming in contact with socks or shoes, and pressure down to the floor or wherever your feet are resting. Simply noticing without judgment. And also without need for the sensations or the body to be other than it is today. And now bringing awareness to the ankles and the lower legs, to the knees and the upper legs. And taking just a moment to bring awareness to the sensations of sitting. You may notice these sitting sensations at the upper legs, perhaps the hips, the lower back or middle back. Just noticing the sensations of sitting, opening to whatever you find in your body in the sitting sensations today. Allowing them to be just as they are. No need for them to be different in any way. And now bringing awareness to the abdomen and the waist, to the middle back and upper back, including left shoulder blades and right shoulder blades. Bringing awareness now to the chest and the tops of the shoulders. And when you're ready, bringing awareness gently down both arms, through upper arms to elbows, lower arms to hands. Now noticing where the hands are resting, just noticing. And now noticing sensations coming in through the right palm and the left palm. Noticing now each and every fingertip of the left hand, including left pointer finger and left little finger. And now noticing each and every fingertip of the right hand, including right little finger and right thumb. Bringing awareness now to the tops of the hands and taking just a moment to bring awareness to the temperature in the room as the air in the room comes in contact with the skin of your hands and arms, perhaps. Practicing noticing the temperature in the room as the air comes in contact with your hands or arms, and allowing it to be whatever it is, without need or desire for the temperature to be other than it is today. And now gently let go of that awareness and bringing awareness to lower arms and elbows, upper arms and the tops of the shoulders. And now bringing awareness to the neck, noticing sensations in the back of the neck, sides of the neck, the front of the neck, and perhaps the throat. And now take just a moment to bring awareness to your face as a whole, just finding whatever you find there. And now bringing awareness in particular to lower jaw, upper jaw and mouth, nose, cheeks and ears, eyes and the forehead, bringing gentle curiosity to the body, bringing awareness now to the top of the head, down the back of the head to the base of the neck, just allowing your body as a whole to be as it is, however it is today, without needing it to be different in any way. And bringing awareness now back to the breath, the in-breath and the out-breath, breath by breath, present moment awareness. And so now when you're ready, take just a moment to bring awareness to your emotions or moods, as if making space to allow whatever emotions you find within yourself today, just at this time. You may find one emotion or more than one. Perhaps you find happiness or sadness. There may be anger or fear. You may find joy or contentment or other emotions. And now allowing the awareness to rest gently on one emotion that you find within yourself today. Holding it gently. Notice how you experience that emotion, which may be as pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Perhaps notice the felt sense in the body. When I have this emotion, what sensations do I notice in the body, or what thoughts accompany it? And whatever you found with that emotion and its thoughts and sensations, gently let go of the awareness of that emotion without judging it or yourself or struggling with it. Leaving it to be just as it is without need for it to be different. And bringing awareness perhaps to another emotion. And if during our practice or out in your life, you become aware of an emotion that is distressing or anxiety producing or even painful in some way, allow awareness of that emotion on the in-breath and soften into it on the out-breath. This emotion is already here. Let me feel it. And then gently let go of the awareness of that emotion without judging it or struggling with it. Leaving it to be just as it is, however that may be. And in our practice, bringing awareness now back to the breath. The in-breath and the out-breath, which is always available as an anchor to help us return to present moment awareness. And so you're invited to keep your eyes closed if they're closed. And I will read a mindfulness poem by Dana Folds entitled Self-Observation Without Judgment. Release the harsh and pointed inner voice. It's just a throwback to the past and holds no truth about this moment. Let go of self-judgment, the old learned ways of beating yourself up for each imagined inadequacy. Allow the dialogue within the mind to grow friendlier and quiet. Shift out of inner criticism, and life suddenly looks very different. I can say this only because I make the choice 100 times a day to release the voice that refuses to acknowledge the real me. What's needed here isn't more prodding toward perfection, but intimacy, seeing clearly, and embracing what I see. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. And in your own time, you can gently blink your eyes open and hopefully take the benefits of the practice with you throughout the day and beyond. Thank you very much.